Could NATO, an organization established to maintain peace, be the instigator of a potential Third World War? NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, was formed back in 1949 as a political and military alliance between 31 member states. Its core mission, to secure peace and stability in Europe by providing collective security. But in recent years, the role of NATO has become a subject of hot debate. The tension is palpable as NATO expands towards Russia's border, a move Russia perceives as a provocation. The situation is further complicated by the possibility of Ukraine becoming a member of NATO. This potential development could spark a global conflict. If Ukraine as a NATO member were to be attacked by Russia, all NATO member states would be obligated to engage, potentially leading to a direct worldwide conflict. As we navigate these turbulent geopolitical waters, it's necessary to consider the possible outcomes. Is NATO truly a keeper of peace? Or could its actions inadvertently steer us towards a catastrophic war? So is NATO keeping the world peace, or pushing us towards a catastrophic war? To understand the current situation, we need to delve into the history of NATO. The North Atlantic Treaty Organization, or NATO as it's more commonly known, was formed in the year 1949. This political and military alliance was born out of the necessity to secure peace and stability in Europe in the aftermath of the Second World War. With 31 member states, NATO's primary purpose was to provide collective security, ensuring that an attack on one was considered an attack on all. Over the years, NATO's reach expanded beyond the borders of Western Europe. Key events such as the admission of Greece and Turkey in 1952 and the incorporation of Spain in 1982 demonstrated the organization's growth. However, it was the end of the Cold War that marked a significant turning point. With the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991, NATO found itself in an era of peace, its principal adversary no longer a threat. But the end of the Cold War also raised questions about NATO's justification. With the absence of the Soviet threat, critics began to question the need for such a broad, collective security arrangement. Nevertheless, NATO continued to expand, incorporating former Warsaw Pact countries and some former Soviet republics. This expansion, particularly towards Russia's borders, has been a source of tension, causing some to wonder if NATO is provoking unnecessary conflict. Yet, even as these debates swirled, NATO's mission evolved. The organization began focusing on new challenges such as terrorism, cyber threats, and energy security. It also took on peacekeeping roles in countries such as Bosnia, Kosovo, and Afghanistan, showing its ability to adapt in a changing world. As NATO expanded, so did the complexities and challenges it faced. From its formation to its evolution, NATO has remained a significant player in global politics. But as we move forward, it's crucial to remember the organization's original purpose: to secure peace and stability. As tensions rise and new alliances form, the question remains, will NATO adapt once again, or will it become a catalyst for conflict? Running an international military alliance comes with high costs and geopolitical consequences. These are the realities that NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, faces. Founded in 1949, NATO's purpose is to secure peace and stability in Europe. But maintaining this alliance is not cheap. The United States, for instance, contributes the most to NATO, both in terms of budget and gross domestic product percentage. On the other side of the globe, a parallel alliance, the BRICS, is emerging. This group, made up of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, offers a counterweight to the dominance of NATO. But this is not a simple case of competition. The implications of a possible conflict between NATO and BRICS are enormous. We're not just talking about a regional skirmish or a trade war. The specter of a nuclear conflict looms large in this scenario, a chilling prospect that could have dire consequences for all of humanity. The stakes are high, as a nuclear war between these powerhouses would affect the majority of the world's population. In this precarious situation, what is the way forward? As we navigate these uncharted waters, the importance of avoiding a third world war and prioritizing national interests cannot be stressed enough. This isn't just about preserving peace today, but about safeguarding the future for generations to come. In the midst of this, trust in our allies is pivotal. It's not just about military alliances or political affiliations, it's about shared values and collective security. It's about standing together in the face of adversity and investing in our own nations to foster resilience and self-reliance. Let's take a moment to consider Ukraine's potential membership in NATO. This has been a point of contention, revealing a divide not just within NATO, but in the broader international community. Any decision regarding Ukraine's membership must be a unanimous one, reflecting the consensus of all member states. This isn't just about Ukraine, it's a testament to NATO's commitment to collective decision-making and mutual respect among its members. The future of NATO and global peace hangs in the balance, making every decision crucial. Every step we take now will shape the world our children and grandchildren will inhabit. As we ponder the way forward, let's remember that our decisions today will echo in the annals of history.